So in today's video, we're going to be installing some mud flaps on this standard range Model Y. So they're all the same body, so this applies to long range and performance. And I got these mud flaps from Amazon, and this is not OEM made by Tesla. These are actually a little bit different in design, which I think are better. But this is what these are called, and I'm going to leave some links in the description. So let's go ahead and check it out. So they are individually packed, and that's what they look like. So it is kind of like a plastic, but it's a rubberized plastic, so they do flex a bit here and there. And overall seems like a pretty decent quality, nothing to really complain about. So this should be really easy to install. They just grip on one end here around the plastic trim, and then we got two clips to clip in. They are labeled. This one says FR for front right, which is right here. And so if you guys can see, there's a clip right here and another one a little farther down. And then this little lip here grabs around this trim here. Let's go ahead and take the rest of them out and see what else we got in here. So we got the individual mud flaps, but I don't see any included hardware clips. Okay, so the back ones here have another extra mounting right underneath. Okay, here we go. There they are. So that's what I was looking for, because we are going to need longer clips because we're adding more plastic to the existing holes. So let's go ahead and start with the front right here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the wheel to the right. I'm simply just going to step on the brake to power it on, and now we can turn the wheel. Alright, so we got a little more light and we're on the tripod. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well, but yeah, we're just going to need a flat screwdriver, and we're going to pop these older clips off. There's a little groove that you can get right in between. There's like a bottom portion and an upper portion. Just need to pull out the upper portion to release it, and then it kind of just all pops out. So do the other one too. So yeah, that was easy. They just popped right out. So let's grab a new one, or the one that came with the kit here, and we can compare it. So this one actually uses like a Phillips, so it's threaded. So you want to just start it barely, put it in the hole before it spreads, because the more you put it in, the more it spreads, and that's what locks it in. You can push these also in just like that. They'll push in and they'll spread. As you can see, it's spreading. And we can see how much longer that is on the new one. So alright, so let's grab our mud flap, which is the front right. And so the main thing here is to get this little lip here around the flap to grab right behind this trim here. So it should just pop right over, and it does pretty easily. There we go. So you guys can see that, hopefully. So now all we got to do is line up the holes here on the bottom, put our new clips through. And just like that, and I just pushed it in. I didn't have to screw it in or anything. So now when you take them out, you do have to have a Phillips screwdriver and, you know, screw them out. Yeah, that looks pretty good overall. So I'll grab another one. I'll do the same thing farther down. And just like that, guys, our mud flap is on. So you can see that was pretty easy. Just two clips and then grabs around here. So it's not a perfect fit, looks like. There's a little bit of a gap there, but it's not bad. And I think maybe over time it'll kind of sit in, but overall it's pretty flush around the body and looks really good. Actually, it looks pretty OEM the way it sits. So alright, so now that the front's done, let's go to the back and install the rear one, which is a little bit harder. Alright, so here in the back we pretty much have the same situation. We have two clips that we need to pop out, but if we look at the mud flap, we can see there's a third one on the bottom, and if we go underneath, we can see a bolt here, and it is a 10mm, which I'm just going to use a wrench, and yeah, I'm just going to simply unscrew it. So yeah, now we can pop these out same way we did in the front. Line up our mud flap, click it around this trim here, grab our longer clips, press them in, and the other one. So yeah, the inside here is pretty easy, and this just clips around, obviously, no problem. And we can see how nicely it is flush with the body. So yeah, it looks pretty good, the fit and finish. And now we just need to go underneath and put our bolt back in through the bottom. So yeah, it's a little bit more involved here in the back, but not bad at all. Tighten it all the way, and we are done underneath. And yeah, this thing looks really good. It does seem to poke out a little bit too much right here on the corner. I kind of don't like that. Seems a little aggressive right here. Just wish it was a little bit more slim, but yeah, not bad at all. And maybe you guys can see here how it flows with the wheel. So these are Geminis. It's a really nice look. So the wheel still sticks out somewhat. Alright, so I'm going to do the other side on both the front and the back, and then I'll show you guys how it looks like overall. Alright, so this is what it looks like outdoors here. So it's a pretty clean look overall. pretty happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I think these mud flaps are pretty nice, and you definitely probably want to have the front ones at least. When you're driving over any kind of dirt or even snow, if you live up in the north somewhere, you're gonna have a lot of stuff caking up right here, and Tesla paint for some reason is still kind of fragile, and so the mud flap here in the front really protects it a lot more. And I would say the back is definitely like a bonus to have. But in any case, guys, if you want to pick up some for yourself, exactly these I got, they seemed like pretty good quality and they were very reasonably priced. I'm going to have some links in the description, check it out. And if you are interested in the Model Y, I'll be doing more installations and modifications, so stay tuned. And if you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.